Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to do a styling tips kind of video for my short girlies out there. So I'm 4'10", so I have to work around all the sizes that are meant for people who are above 5'3", basically. So I just wanted to share what I tend to ask myself, how I style clothes, and everything. So let's get started. Okay, number one, my biggest advice I could give to anyone who likes to shop online, who maybe, I don't know, it might be harder to shop in store for this, but really to people who shop online like I do, know your measurements. Really, know your measurements. Whether it's centimeters or inches, know it because it'll help you so much knowing your measurements. And don't get me wrong, your measurements are going to be different from every brand. So I could be a waist 26 in one brand, but I could be a waist 29 on another. So women's sizes suck because not all brands are cohesive in sizes, unlike in men's. But, I digress on that. Anyways, knowing your measurements really help when you look at the size chart and everything. One of my favorite brands who do individual item like sizing and measurements is Everlane. If you didn't know that, on Everlane, when you do like size guide and there's a toggle there that says garment, it's specifically for that item. And it's amazing because it really helps you see that just because a size guide is not universal for every item. So it really helps a lot. And yeah, knowing your inseam is the most important one. I would say inseam and waist. For pants and dresses, it's much harder because knowing your length as well is very important. Like, I know I'm not gonna buy a dress whose length is 50 inches. Like, that's too long. I mean, it'll fit me, but it's too long and it wouldn't look good on me. I can get it tailored to the length that I want, but also it depends on the style of the dress. So I would say inseam of the pants is very important. Knowing your waist size, knowing your length, and yeah, what you're very comfortable with. So me personally, I depends on the style of the item, especially in the pants. Um, Varies in length in like the inseam size. So I have these Uniqlo pants that is 23 inches in inseam, but I also have these jeans from Everlane that are 25 and a half inseam. And then I have my pants from Madewell, my Harlow pants, that is about like 26, 20, 26 inches. So like it really depends on what your style you're going for and everything. But really important, know your measurements. Short girlies out there, it'll help you so much. Even if you're not short, it'll help you a lot. So yeah, my number two tip is knowing your style. That's really hard because I could go from sporty chic to preppy to girly to boyfriend casual look. So obviously the style is can vary. Like you can be into different styles of fashion, and that's okay because fashion is a continuum and you could wear whatever you want. So for me, I tend to gravitate toward the style that are comfy, oversized. I love oversized clothes. Not because like they're baggier, roomy, or fit. I just like how it lays on me and how I can style it. I can layer more. Unless I wanted it fitted, then obviously I'm not gonna choose something like really big. So like this sweater that I'm wearing right now, it's a size small. It's from Reformation. It's the perfect oversized fit. I could personally size down, but I didn't, and I saw that in the measurements that it runs oversized. And I saw in the measurements that it's a little long, but it's fine. It works. I like the way it fits on me. So knowing your style is very important because um you don't want to buy something that looks pretty on the picture, looks pretty on someone else, and then when you get it, it doesn't look good. Just because it looks pretty on someone does not mean that you will like it on you. it might work out. You might love it. You can also twist it and change it the way that you want to style it because, you can always do that with clothing items, and that's why I love fashion. But yeah, so my tip number three is so I personally like oversized clothes, but how do I know? Sorry. How do I know that it's too oversized? Well, knowing your measurements is very important and knowing your style. So for me personally, I love oversized clothes, but I know it could get too far if I choose something way too big. It'll swallow me like a whole, like I'm dressing a sack. So obviously, knowing the measurements of the item also plays a big role. So obviously, back to advice number one is knowing your measurements. Duh. Anyways, so how do I know if it's too oversized? So sometimes brands are very out there. They give advice on this item runs large according to other people, or it literally says on the item oversized. So I love when brands um, say oversized because then I have the expectation in my mind. Oh, if I buy my regular size, it'll still be big. If I buy something too small, it'll fit me perfectly. So that's what goes in my head. So I usually stick with my normal size unless I buy to my regular size and it's way too big, which has happened before. Um, I bought something that's literally my size and it was gigantic, and I think it was my Zara leather jacket. I really thought I was a small, and I got it in small and it was gigantic. It looked like I was eaten by a chocolate monster. So I got it in an extra small and it fits lovely, amazing on me. And I absolutely adore it. But then again, there's items that are, it says true to fit, true to size, whatever. Um, and that's when I have some leeway, playroom on whether I should size up or stick with my own size. So, certain items I do like to go up a size, just a size, you know? Um, so that would be like t-shirts. Obviously, I'm a small. Across the board, I'm a small in t-shirts, but sometimes I like medium. Just because I want t-shirts to be comfortable. I want to be able to tuck it in and show that little like extra fabric. That's what I like. Unless I wanted it fitted and layered underneath, then yeah, I would do that. And yeah, so knowing whether it's oversized that you're going for or true to size you're going for would be a great way when you start shopping for clothes. Like, especially for different style of pants, wide leg, straight leg, skinny, tapered, carrot. So those are very important to know what sizing you're gonna go for because they will all look different. Tip number four, I would say, like, the materials. Know the materials that you are buying because that will also play a role on sizing. So for me, during the summer, I tend to buy cottony and linen-y. Are those words? I don't think those are words, but cotton and linen items. So I know for a fact that cotton, when you wash it, it could shrink a little bit. Make sure you also read the labels of washing your items because those are very important. And I thank Zara for that, for teaching me, because if I didn't, I would not know any of those symbols. Anyways, knowing the material will help you decide if you should stick with your size up, size down, everything. So, for linen, specifically linen, we all know linen has a habit to wrinkle, to shrink, and to, I don't know, to stretch as well sometimes and be see through. So, for me, linen is very tricky. I have to like the fit of linen. I have to know if it's going to shrink or not. That's very important because if you wash linen, certain linen, it will shrink like two sizes down. And so that's very important. On the opposite of that, cotton. Cotton is very malleable and it's very strong. Cotton is such a great material, especially for your skin. And these are all natural fibers, so they're all good for your skin. So cotton, I would say stick to your true size and everything. Unless you want it oversized, then go up a size. You know, knowing your measurements will help you decide for these certain items. And you'll know right away, like, if something is not really like 100% true, like, material, like 100% cotton, you could tell sometimes. Sometimes, you know, it's fine. Like the jeans that I'm wearing right now, it's like, I believe, 99% cotton, but there's 1% elastane, which is fine. Like, I would love elastane, even though that's not a natural fiber. Elastane just helps give it a little stretch. On the opposite of that, activewear. I am not gonna wear linen or cotton in the gym as leggings. Like, that's not gonna be possible. I mean, there's gonna be blend in that. Even though I want cotton leggings, it's not gonna be 100% cotton because you need some stretch to it. You need to have that leeway when you're exercising. So, obviously, knowing what style you're going for will determine what kind of material. Like, obviously, for the summer, you're not going to wear a tank top that's 100% wool. You can, but you'll get really hot, and wool is very thick. Like, right now, I'm wearing a cashmere sweater. It's appropriate. It's winter. I'm not wearing a linen tank top, even though linen is still good to wear in the winter. Linen is very breathable. It's not very insulating and warm and thin. Knowing the material is very important. Tip number 4, know your material. Very important. And my last tip is very important. Out of all of those tips that I just said, this is the most important. So get ready. It's tip number 5 is really being comfortable on what you wear. Like, being comfortable on what you're wearing really will speak on the outfit. If you're not comfortable on what you're wearing, you're not wearing what you like. So if you're just wearing it because it's the trend, it's not good for you. Because trends go away, but knowing your style, it'll stay. It'll stick. It'll last forever. So that's why people do their capsule wardrobes. So for me, I don't stick to a capsule wardrobe. I can, which I have past videos on capsule wardrobes, which I'm trying, but my style changes on how I feel of the day. And it can evolve, it can change whether you I want to dress like leggings and sweatshirts and sneakers outside. That's my mood for the day, and that's how what I feel confident in. But the next day, I could wear a dress, a summer dress, heels, and everything, and that's what I'll be confident in the next day. So that's why knowing your style, knowing what you're comfortable with, knowing the material, knowing your measurements, those will not work if you're not confident and happy with what you're wearing. So being really into knowing what you are comfortable in wearing will speak louder in the way others see you wear your clothes. And I think that's so important and so fun because I love seeing people wearing their clothes and being comfortable and confident in them because they know who they are. They know what they're wearing. They know that this is their shit. This is their style and everything. And yeah, and I just love seeing snippets of people who wear certain clothes and it brings out their personality as well because that's them. Like, obviously, my style is not going to be the same as my best friend's and my boyfriend. So it's not going to be the same across the board. Like, our styles are very different. So it really depends on how you play with it. Play with it, wear it, wear it, how you wear it. And yeah, those are my styling tips for my short girlies or for my girlies out there. I hope this helps you in some way. And if it doesn't, oh well. I'll see you guys on my next video. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!